Welcome to Brindavan, a Parthasadi family Samarpanam to our beloved parents, a space for enjoying Vaishnava Sampradaya, slokas, songs, Divyadesa Pasarams, and much more. Namaskar Muttama Bhagavatas. Today we'll see the Arthanubhavam of Slokam 105 of Sri Vishnu Sahasranamam in our Ayiram Namangal, Ayiram Gunangal series. रामानुजदयापात्रं ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणं श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यं वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकं श्रीशैलेशदयापात्रं दीपत्यादिगुणात्मकं यतीन्द्रप्रवणं वन्दे रम्यजामातरं मुनिम्
यज्ञभृक् यज्ञकृत् यज्ञी यज्ञभुक् यज्ञसाधनः यज्ञान्तकृत् यज्ञगुह्यमन्नमन्नादयेव च.
The first nama is Yajna-brit. Continuing with our talking about the yajnas, how Bhagavan is a yajna himself and how he gives us the benefits, we will look at this slokam. Yajna-brit means he completes the yajnas in the form of Purnahuti. So at the end of any yagam or yajna, there is something called Purnahuti, where all the offerings are made. Okay? And he completes the Purnahuti even if there are some deficiencies performed by his devotees. So we do all this with lots of care, lots of devotion. But there might be something that which might be deficient unknowingly. Without our knowledge, we could have introduced something. So, he completes the yajna in the form of Purnahuti, even if there are some deficiencies in the yajnas performed by his true devotees. When somebody does anything with true devotion, he accepts it and he makes them complete that karyam. Yajna Brite Namaha is the nama. Yajna-krit is the next nama. He created the yajnas the ancient days. Why did he do that? Why do we do all this yajnas? It is for well-being of everyone. Yogakshema, that is for Logakshema, that is for everybody in this world to do. Those who do the yajna, those who do not do the yajnas, everybody must be well. So for Lokakshemam, he created all this yajna. Yajnas, Yajna Kride Namaha. He himself says that in Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, verse 10, the creator Prajapati said, after having created all the humanity and all, along with the sacrifices, he said, do these yajnas and you will all prosper by performing this, and they shall bestow you all that you wish to achieve. So that is the reason why we do all these yajnas. Saha yajna prajasristva purovacha prajapati anena prasavishadvam eshavostvishta kamaduk. Yajni is the next nama. He is the Lord of the yajnas, as he already said in Bhagavad Gita. He is the Lord of all the yajnas, as all the austerities are offered to him by his worshippers. He gets all the oblations which are performed, which are given during the yajna, all the sacrifices, all the austerities, all the procedures, everything is offered to Sriman Narayana. So he is Yajni. Nama is Yagnine Namaha. Yajna Bhug is the next nama. He enjoys the offerings of the yajnas and protects it from all obstacles. There are several obstacles which will come during the performance of yajna, but Bhagavan, because it is offered to him, he protects it. Even in the Rama Avtaram, we see how he goes and kills the asuras during the yajna. Yajna Bhuje Namaha is the nama. Nammalvar in Thiruvaimozhi 5.6.4 sings about how everything is Bhagavan, everything is that Krishna, everything is that Sriman Narayana, whether it is a work or it is a yajna or anything. So we are only instruments here. He says everything is Bhagavan. Whatever we do, it is Sriman Narayana. செய்கின்ற கிதியெல்லாம் யானே என்னும் செய்வான் என்ற நகலும் யானே என்னும் செய்தமுன் இறந்தனவும் யானே என்னும் செய்கை பயன் உண்பேனும் யானே என்னும் செய்வார்களை செய்வேனும் யானே என்னும் செய்ய கமலக்கண்ணன் ஏறக்கொலோ செய்ய உலகத்தீர்க்கு இவையன் சொல்லுகேன் செய்ய கனிவான் இளமான் திறத்தே. He says all the work, everything is that Kannan, that Kamalakannan, that Sriman Narayana who has lotus eyes. Yajna Sadhanaha is the next Ama. He is the instrument and inspiration for all the yajna, which by itself is wisdom. He has made this wisdom as a way to worship and attain him. So when we all listen to him and he gives us that mind to do something in his name and to pray to him, that is the wisdom he gives us. So he is the sadhana. He is the way by which we get the wisdom. Nama is Yajna Sadhanaya Namaha. He himself says this in Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse 24, it is said, the act of offering itself is God. All the oblations, all the sacrifices that are done is Sriman Narayana. It is offered in the form of fire into the fire Agni. God is that which is to be attained by whom? Who performs the actions pertaining to God. So when we do the actions pertaining to God, we attain Him. Brahmarpanam Brahmahavir Brahmagnau Brahmanathutam Brahmaiva Tena Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhina. Yajnantakrit is the next Nama. He makes one realize the knowledge of the truth by performing the yajnas. What is truth? Bhagavan is only complete truth. So he makes us realize him through the yajnas. Nama is Yajnantakride Namaha. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse 33, Bhagavan says to Arjuna that knowledge is superior to the performance of sacrifice. You can do the sacrifice, but knowing about it is more important. And the action of the sacrifice is in the true knowledge. And knowledge is indeed Brahman, that is Bhagavan, Parabrahma. He says, Shreyan Dravya Mayat Yajna Jnana Yajna Parantapa Sarvam Karma Kilam Partha Jnane Parisamapyate. Yajna Guhyam is the next Nama. He is the secret behind the yajna, as not many understand that he is the ultimate object of the sacrifice which we do during the yajna. So he is the Guhyam, that is, he is the secret behind. He feels happy and accepts the offerings made during the yajna. There are several oblations which are done, several sacrifices which are made during any yajna, and he feels happy and he accepts it. He accepts it because of his love towards his devotees. He doesn't need all of that, or he doesn't need anything in fact, but he accepts it even though he is not in need and gives the benefits of the yajna for those performing the yajna. That is Yajna Guhyam. Nama is Yajna Guhyaya Namaha. Annam is the next Nama. He is enjoyed by those who are blessed by him and given the ability or the wisdom to enjoy him. His anugram is very important for one to, is the only thing that can make one enjoy Bhagavan. For those devotees, Bhagavan is everything and all the rest is secondary and not of any significance. So, once we realize Bhagavan, all the rest becomes secondary because we know Bhagavan is there to take care of everything. Whether it's your children or your home or your work or anything, He is there to take care of. And so He is the only wisdom that we need to know. That is Annam. Annam is something that is very essential. So once His blessing is there for one to understand and we get the ability to understand His wisdom and enjoy Him, all the rest of the world becomes secondary. Nama is Annaya Namaha. Kulasekararvar, Perumal Tirumazhi, is basically Sharanagati. And in this he says how one should have Bhagavan's blessings or anugraham to understand and how Bhagavan gives his blessings to people. ஏரடத்தும் ஏனமாய் நிலம் கீண்டதும் முன்னை ராமனாய் மாரடத்தும் மண்ணளந்ததும் சொல்லிப் பாடி வன் பொன்னிப் பேர் ஆறுபோல் வரும் கண்ணநீர் கொண்டு அரங்கன் கோயில் திருமுற்றம் சேரு தொண்டர் சேவடி செழுஞ்சேரன் சென்னிக் கணிவனே. He says that Arangan, that Srirangam, Ranganathan Perumal, gives all the blessings to everybody to get the wisdom to pray to him. Annada is the last Nama in Slokam 105. He enjoys those who enjoy him. So it is mutual. So once we are devoted to him and we enjoy him, he enjoys us and gives us more and more and gives us more and more happiness. Eventually he gives us eternal happiness and bliss at his lotus feet. That is Annada. Nama is Annadaya Namaha. Nammalvar in Thiruvaimozhi 9.6.10, singing on Thirukkatkare Appan, that Perumal says how one enjoys and how he enjoys us when we enjoy him. வாரிக்கொண்டு உன்னை விளங்குவன் காணில் என்ன ஆர்வுற்ற என்னை ஒழிய என்னில் முன்னம் பாரித்து தான் என்னை முற்றப் பருகினான் காரோக்கும் காட்கரை அப்பன் கடியனே. He enjoys us. தான் என்னை முற்றப் பருகினான். When we enjoy him, he enjoys us. That is the gist of this pasaram. Nammalvar Thiruvaimozhi. To summarize Slokam 105, he completes the yajna in the form of Purnahuti. Even if there are some deficiencies, Bhagavan ensures that any yajna that is started with true devotion by his devotees gets completed with a Purnahuti. He created the yajnas in the ancient days for the well-being of everyone. He is the Lord of the yajnas, as all the austerities are offered to him by his worshippers. He enjoys the offerings of the yajnas and protects it from any of the obstacles or hindrance that come during the performance. He is the instrument and inspiration for the yajna, which by itself is wisdom. He has made this wisdom as a way of worship to attain him. He creates the interest in one to realize the knowledge of truth by performing the yajnas. He is the secret behind the yajna, and many people do not understand this. If he feels happy and accepts all the offerings made during the yajna, even though he is not in need of it, he takes it because it is given by his ardent devotee with true devotion and he in turn gives them the benefits of the yajna and the reason for which they are performing the yajna. He makes that happen. Bhagavan is enjoyed by those who are blessed by him. When we have to have the anubhavam of Sriman Narayana, he has to bless us. He has to give that blessing that comes for everyone at different point in times. For some it comes very early during childhood. For some it comes later. And even that bhakti is in different forms. We have the Navavida bhakti. So everyone is blessed in a different way to enjoy him in different ways. And he enjoys those who enjoy him, as said by Nammalvar. This brings us to end of Sloka 105. See you all in 106.